The Honorable Minister PIG stated that the installed functional household tap connection is 68,000, which are almost 35.59% as on March 2020. Since the target number of household for functional household tap connection and its installation blockwise is not reflected in the information provided by the government, I would like the Minister to kindly furnish all this information. And as stated by the Deputy Chief Minister, he said that rupees 86.94 crores has been paid to the contractors for the purpose of the mission. So I would like to know from the Honorable Minister PHE on 4 aspects pertaining to JJM in West Kazil district. What is the target set and the current status of implementation of Jal Jeevan Mission, and when will the balanced number of villages be commissioned in West Kazils? As the target date set by the Government of India in case of Meghalaya is December 2022. How much fund have been allocated for West Kazils, and what is the amount utilized so far? JJM also talked of source sustainability measures. Therefore, it is important to know what step the government has taken to ensure proper location of water source and how the household are to be connected given the nature of household in hilly areas being quite apart from each. So the price of cast iron has gone up, and so automatically the price of pipes under JJM would also go up. Since the fund under the mission has already been sanctioned, and as such the scheme cannot be revised. I would therefore like to know from the Minister how the government would meet the price escalation in the process of implementation and commissioning of JJM in rural Meghalaya. So the District Water and Sanitation Committee is a forum where stakeholders sit and also discuss JJM in order to highlight various challenges in the execution of the mission. It is strange that the local MLAs in West Kazils are not informed nor invited to attend such important forum, given the fact that JJM is based on community approach to water that includes extensive information, education, and communication as a key component of the mission.
With the retrofitting in place, for example, in Ribhoi district, in the first phase, around 68 villages has been sanctioned through retrofitting. Where out of these villages with retrofitting scheme sanction, quite a few villages doesn't have a proper source and a proper gravity main water supply till the villages. So the very purpose of this scheme is to have a potable and arsenic water supply to each and every household. Now my point here through this short duration discussion to bring into the notice of the government and the Honorable Minister is to have a look back at those villages, because it wouldn't be helpful if we have FHTC connection in each and every household, but if there is no water supply. But in those villages with no organized water supply scheme, due to non-availability of water source type of scheme, like spot source, like ring wells or spring tap chambers, hand pump, may be taken up, sir, in those villages which doesn't have a proper source.
In some of the villages where the cost norms cannot meet the requirements of the scheme, efforts have been taken to converge, bring in convergence initiatives along with the MG and RGA, where some of the zonal reservoirs will be constructed under the MG and RGA program. So we have a different set of challenges there under the MG and RGA, where there's a huge pending material liability that is yet to be cleared. And now the job card holders and the BECs in such villages where the zonal reservoirs cannot be taken up under the JJM have to construct the zonal reservoirs under the MG and RGA. Therefore, sir, this approach based on these challenges have to be streamlined better. So the manpower. I appreciate the effort of the department, sir. Recently, we've seen that they have appointed 45 junior engineers under 3F. But then, sir, the existing manpower is still in huge shortage. If you compare with the amount of workload that is burdening the divisions and the engineers. So in Riboy district, being the aspirational district, all the villages have to be completed, in fact, by March 2021. But then, due to lack of manpower, there is this huge burden for preparation of estimates, checking of estimates. Therefore, up till now, we are not able to see the work orders being issued at the rate that is required.
So when we talk about the manpower, right from ex-team engineer, assistant engineer, SDOs, overseers, and many of the engineers who are dealing with this scheme, I'm talking in my constituency. Now that even there in my constituency, there's a very much shortage of manpower to implement the scheme. Molai constituency is a big constituency, but for your information, sir, when we're talking about the implementation of the Jal Jeevan Mission, only one overseer, who supervised for this work. You understand that one overseer that who look for the whole of the scheme, it is a very difficult. Another problem with the scheme, sir, that I'm talking about in my constituency, that is in Mauseknam village. As of the day that that village is having a household, not like a 300 to 400 household, but this scheme is based on the census of 2011. 2011, at that village, they have of the household only 68. At present, that the village having 300 to 400.
So to begin with, it starts with the district level water sanitation committee, sir. So this district level water sanitation committee hardly meets. It is headed by the respective deputy commissioners of the district. I can understand the DCs in their own districts, they are quite occupied with a lot of other works and a lot of issues. But sir, concerning the importance of this project, concerning the target that has been fixed, I will appreciate if the government directs the respective deputy commissioners to have at least a monthly review of this particular project so that the DCs could review and monitor. I'm repeating this word, that the work is being carried out properly. That itself has a lot of meaning, because I do not want to spell out what is happening at the ground level. So let the officers themselves find out, let them themselves rectify and streamline whatever irregularities that are happening at the ground level.
Sir, because the point here for discussion is about the inflammation of pipe rates that lead to the slow progress of the implementation of JJM, I would like to highlight some of the points with regards to the pipe procurement. Up to 2002-2003, the pipe procurement is being done through competitive bidding process. And from 2003-2004 onwards, the pipe procurement is being done through one party, that is Neson Industries Limited, who have got that Meghalaya preferential store purchase rules. So from that time on, the department is used to procure pipe only from Neson Industries Limited. On the increase or decrease in the price of zinc and steel, new rate is being fixed by the department from time to time. That is for the information of the House, that the rate is not same, but the new rate is being fixed from time to time according to the increase or decrease in the price of zinc and steel. Another information I just want to bring to the notice of the Accords House, that the department has decentralized the procurement of pipe via government letter number 212/2018/38 dated March, September 2020. Another information I want to state to this Accords House is that the contractor is paid as per the SOR 2014, which include the supply, fitting, and fixing. Sir, the department, based on the target and on the concern of all the people of the state to achieve this target, to keep connection, to keep water supply connection to each and every house, they have decided to decentralize the procurement of pipe. That means to allow the contractors to buy pipe locally, which is available in the market. But this practice is not helping, as many members have stated that our local contractors, they are not competent, they are not able to procure pipe. So that is the main reason, the main cause that led to the slow progress of JJM. Now, instead of going through this long statement, I want to go specifically to the point that has been raised by members of this Accords House, and I would like to apologize in advance. I request the members that I may not be able to touch all the points, but most of the points are similar, and we are all concerned for the same purpose. About the point that honorable member, the mover of this discussion, has raised about the member in the district water sanitation committee, it has been stated and explained by another member from Bausanram, and that is true also, that all the members in all the MLAs in the district are the members of that committee, of the district sanitation water committee. So I'm sorry if the member has not got the information for this, and I request the officer concerned to give notice, information to all the MLAs whenever the meeting at the district level is being held, to enable MLA to attend the meeting and to give their valuable suggestion. About the point raised by Mr. George B. Lungdo, that the conversion with MG and RGA, of course, in some of the scheme it has been done to with conversion with MG and RGA, and that it depends on the need of the scheme from place to place, from scheme to scheme. It is not mandatory to conversion with all the schemes. And of course, he rightly said that District Ribhoy is the aspiring district to complete by March 2021. But as he is concerned, I'm also concerned, it seems that this is not possible to complete because March is running to the end of, we have only 2 weeks time, so of course it is not possible to complete. About the source that almost all the members has expressed the concern that the source may be not sufficient. I want to tell here that the department, the engineers in the department will identify the source which is sufficient. Of course, we never know about the tomorrow, but the engineers will see that at present, the source identified, it is sufficient for the requirement of water supply of that particular villages. The point that has been raised by Mr. P.T. Sokmi, he had raised many points, but sir, I will just touch few points that is about the payment, that he's worrying that what will happen about the payment to those contractors who has completed the work. I want to assure the Akos House that the payment will be made to the contractor who has completed after the procedure is being followed. That is, the third-party inspection has to take place, and then the payment will be made after recommendation of the third-party inspection. He has also suggested to have an additional CE in charge of this mission, for which the department has already done. Besides that, the department, we have also a mission director who has dedicated for this particular work. We have also a state coordinator who is additional chief engineer who is looking for this particular scheme. He wants also to know about the status of all other schemes in Maulai, for which is difficult, sir, for me to say at this very moment. But again, I want to assure the honorable member from Maulai that the department is taking seriously for those villages, for those areas which does not fall under JJM. The department is trying to cover household connection through other scheme, and that is the mission of the department to give water connection to each and every house, and that will do as fast as possible. Many points he had raised, but sir, I think I'll not be able to touch all the points. About the one very important point that everybody also has raised about the manpower. I would like to state that we understand this problem. That's why we have appointed 45 JE under 3F to address this problem. And I hope in a very short time, we will have more staff, more manpower in place to do this task. And I agree with MLA from Maulai that it's not possible that one man, one JE to cover up such a big area of Maulai and others area as well. We have put the target, we have set the target December 2022, much before the target set by the central government. As we all know, sir, that the central government has set the target 2024. Of course, he had also suggested that there should be a review meeting on monthly basis at the district level to see the progress of this work. We will be examining this, sir. If it is possible, we are happy to do that. And of course, he is also concerned about the irregularities that, even though no specific, but of course, he is concerned that there may be irregularities in the implementation of the scheme. I wish irregularities should not be there, and we hope we can do the work in full swing and to complete the work in time, maintaining the quality as well. About this 5% contribution that MLA has raised, that the village, the VWSC, they do not understand to calculate what is the amount of this 5% comes. Of course, I would request the officer to help in that calculation so that the village committee and the contractor, the village committee and village committee beneficiaries will understand to know the specific amount that are required to contribute by them. Of course, about the quality, the tests of the water quality, it is mandatory, and the department will set up laboratories in many places to ensure that water is tested, and we will give the water supply to people a purified water. About the delay in calling tender, of course, that's true. The delay may be there here and there because we all know and understand the very fact that the department has been working extra time. The officer has been working extra time, but due to the increase of workload, it is possible and we can expect also the delay in calling tender and completing the process here and there. About the uniformity across the state, of course, that, sir, it is difficult to say now. The department, the approach of the department, the target of the department was to keep water supply to people. So about the uniformity of approach by the state government to complete the work, to do the work at the uniformity, I believe we have done that because we are guided by the guidelines, so we cannot differentiate from one place to another. And about the point which the member is very concerned about the transfer of areas fall under Mau Kerwat division, I request our member from Mau Sendram that for the time being, I think we will not have time to see for this because our main work was to give water to every house, whether it falls under Mau Sendram or falls under Mau Kerwat or falls under any division. Our target was to give water to them. So we may not have time to consider at this point of time because our target was to give water supply to each and every house. He has also suggested to increase ring well wherever the source is not available, and also to concentrate in giving more new scheme instead of retrofitting and accommodation. Sir, on this point, of course, we have been guided by the guidelines of the ministry, so we will do the needful as suggested by honorable member from Nong Po. Of course, about the irregularities, as I have already stated, the third-party audit is done before the department, and the next step is being done by geotagging. And payment is being made through PFMS. So scope of irregularities in the payment is not there.